All right, guys, how's it going? This is Christopher Okada & Company, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to get clients. In real estate and in any business, service industry, it's really important to have a strong and good pipeline of clientele. And I just wanted to outline the very basic ways of which I myself and our people in our firm have successfully gotten clients. So I hope that this is useful for you. I'm going to try to make this a very short video, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's see how well we do. So the first thing to know about is that in sales, there are 2 ways of getting clients and 2 ways of getting leads. And that is, the first way is inbound. Inbound. That means the leads are coming in from work that you do. So that would include things like online ads, online advertising. That would include Google. That could include listing services like Craigslist, and that could include social media. So with each one of these things, there's a small science related to them for you to know. With Google, it's obviously done by neighborhood or zip code or by location, by AdWords or keywords, and that sort of thing. And you really do a pay per click, or you have a search engine optimization. So there's a whole business that surrounds the Google aspect of the search engine optimization. That's one. Some companies out there really rely 100% of their activity, their leads, the inbound leads come just from Google. Craigslist is a listing service, throughout the country, and everyone knows Craigslist. And that is another way just to have free online advertising. So you would put posts of some exclusives or non-exclusives, whatever it may be, of particular real estate properties that you have. And of course, the benefit of it is it's free. The downfall is, because it's free, there are thousands and thousands of people posting ads. So for a user to come in and find something, and Craigslist recently has really cut out any HTML coding. There's very little you could do on Craigslist as far as functionality and with code. And of course, there's social media. That really is it's basically just being able to put out content and ways for people to reach you. And really the important thing about this is that these days people don't pick up the newspaper and read the newspaper for 30 minutes. Some people do, but people really spend a lot of time. I would say, young people and people in the 20s and 30s and 40s, and even, and that whole generation really spend a lot of time on social media. So it's just another avenue to reach people and that sort of thing. So for this one, it's really about putting out content. This one is about having a lot of advertising. And then this one is being able to be search engine optimized and also paying per click and that sort of thing. Obviously, with online ads, there's many other things, specific websites and that sort of thing. There's websites that you can pay for banner ads and that sort of thing. So a lot of these would be, for in the real estate field, it would be The Real Deal and that sort of thing, or, the NewYorkTimes.com and that sort of thing. So this is the inbound. There's other things, not the online, which is the print ads. Okay. And those are things that you can pay for. In the magazines, you pay for those. There's also mailers. There's also mailers. So all of these are great tips on how to get inbound leads. The most important thing with doing this is consistency. You need to be consistent with your pay-per-clicks, with your Craigslist postings, with your social media content, you know, with your website. It has to be up to date. If you're going to do print ads, it should be a campaign. It should be an ongoing thing. If you're going to do one print ad and it's going to cost you $4,000, $5,000, keep your money. Because if it's not on a consistent basis or for a campaign for a specific reason for an X amount of time, then you shouldn't save your money. And the same thing goes for mailers. Now, mailers these days, a lot of people have stopped doing that because of the email, you know, email blasts and that sort of thing, which is another thing. I mean, this could be hard or email. Email. Okay. But we get so much spam today that the statistics have got to be less than 1%. And the same thing goes for postcards that you send out. So the main thing, this is an overview of how to get inbound clientele. Okay. Finally, the most important thing, the one that I use a lot, is press. Press. That is my favorite form of inbound lead generation and how to acquire clients. Press, press, press. The more press you have, the more deals. Success breeds success. You publish that you've purchased something, you've published that sort of thing. The newspapers will pick it up on it, especially in real estate. And people will give you a call to sell you other properties or to figure out how, you know, if you're a broker, how you can help them with their properties, etc., etc. And so press, definitely. So that is the inbound, and now comes the outbound. And this is where I shine. This is where people have a really tough time, and I love it. This is outbound. Number one, phones. Wolf of Wall Street, Wall Street 1, Wall Street 2, Glengarry Glen Ross, Boiler Room, phones. Phones, 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 phones. Pitching on the phone, calling is the grunt work, the grueling work. People don't like it, and because people don't like it, that's one avenue that I like to do, just because I know 90% of the industry will not pick up the phone. 10% will, maybe 20% and that sort of thing, and the other 1%, they 1% of the industry, they have to make no calls. It's all another thing, which is networking. Networking works. Networking is huge. The way you get in with top tier level executives is from introductions from other top tier executives. I'm talking Fortune 500, you know, because friends and, you know, birds of a feather flock together. Networking, it's true. People befriend other CEOs. They may be competitors, but, you know, socially they may still be friends, and they will want to introduce you. Networking, and then there is door to door. This is really old school. We're talking about, you have flyers and you're passing out, going door to door, passing out flyers. Now, I didn't put flyers in here because that just doesn't work, in my opinion. Paying a gentleman, that just does not work. Also, another thing is when you have to be careful. After 9/11 happened in New York City, the security beefed up tremendously in every single office building, whereas pre 9/11 you can literally go in and go knock on door to door and pass out flyers to every business you could think of, including the Empire State Building and the World Trade Center. And old clients. So in my career, the biggest payout that I have ever received was an old client. Okay, we grew with them. It took us 8 years to grow with this one specific client, and then they just blew up, and we were there, we helped them. So it takes time, but the old clients, you take care of them, you show them you're diligent. Okay, the largest sales dollars, as far as this is the actual money that I earned, old clients, the actual volume of business, the dollar amount traded came from, actually, I'm sorry, one side was someone I knew and the other side was from the phones. These three things. Over here I have a graph that I made for my guys. For deals over $100,000, 2% came from advertising, 26% came from old clients, 30% came from cold calling, and 42% came from networking. So networking, old clients, and cold calling, I mean, this is exactly what you need to do to get started. Consistency, consistency, consistency. And it all has to be part of a marketing plan and a business development plan.